Welcome back, everybody. As if you wouldn't know, it was the holidays, not just the British school holidays, but I guess it's holidays for a lot of people from a lot of places. Huge groups of people enjoying, I'm guessing, a brunch. Too late for breakfast, certainly too early for lunch. Very, 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 very busy. It's a lovely day though, and I think that in part will explain why there are so many happy people about in central London. Annoyingly, it was super sunny when I woke up and came outside, but now it's not. What a surprise, and how typical. One thing I can tell you with absolute certainty, unless all hell broke loose overnight, oh, guy shooting a TikTok, is that Blues and Royals should be back at horseguards. Should be, well, it will be. And I say, unless something exceptional has happened, they will be back. People shooting like product reviews, all kinds of stuff here on Trafalgar Square in the sunshine. Oh, wave. What is it for? There's something called Luminique. They deserve a mention for the wave, the Luminique. Gosh, it's going to be a busy one at horseguards. I can feel it. I've got a sixth sense for these things, folks. Tomorrow should be an interesting day, by the way. Not so much here, but generally in London. Why? Because there is another enormous pro-Gaza protest. But tomorrow, oh, something different. Tomorrow, they are marching to the Israeli embassy. Now that's going to be interesting. For a couple of reasons. First of all, the location of the embassy. It's in Kensington, very close to Kensington Palace, actually. Policing that is going to be a complete and utter nightmare. Yeah, hello, maybe get your Tesla out of the way. Ah, good lord. Yeah, so policing that is really going to be difficult. There's not a lot of space. So if a lot of people turn up, it's going to be a real squish. A real squish. Talking about real squishes, I'm thinking we're probably going to get one shortly. I mean, it's virtually guaranteed, to be honest. Okay, let's pop across. What I started doing, folks, as well, Colin, you will be the first person to realise that I've started doing it because I misquoted you today. Apologies for that. What I've started doing is removing comments by silly, ignorant people. What do I mean by that? Okay, so anyone writing in the comments, horseguards and the troopers are just there as a tourist attraction and they don't serve any practical purpose. It's extraordinary, isn't it, how, I think the phrase I used when I was incorrectly referring to you, Colin, was simple-minded. It was directed at another user who obviously has no clue at all that the regiment is based at Bulford in Wiltshire, and some of the time those troopers are rotating to London to do ceremonial duties. It's a full armoured reconnaissance regiment, folks. The fact that the troopers are in ceremonials in London sometimes does not in any way detract from the hard work that they do when they're not in ceremonial uniform in London sometimes. So let's wait for the noise to go by. It's a fire engine. Okay, so yeah, those kind of comments I'll just start removing. I'll just delete them when I see them individually. If anyone then makes the same comment again, they will simply be banished. Goodbye. Wrong channel for spammy nonsense. Criticism is welcome, constructive criticism, as is debate, discussion, etc. Nothing is off topic except stupidity. And that kind of stupidity and ignorance in terms of the function of the troopers here is not something that I will give, as it were, airtime to. And I think the majority of you would agree with me. Better just to rid the community of a few silly, bad apples who tend to make the same comment multiple times across multiple videos. Spammers, fundamentally. So that's that dealt with. Next up to deal with, folks, is this deluge of people. I wonder where they're all going, or more importantly, where they all came from. Surely not all of these folks came through the gates of horseguards to head toward Trafalgar Square. You certainly wouldn't think so, would you? Then again, you never know. Let me get my horsey list phone out. highly probable that we'll need it, but by no means guaranteed. Now the regimental changeover just finished. It is exactly 11:38 a.m. Oh, and the first horse of the day is in the middle of the road. My goodness me, it's absolutely packed here. We're not even close to the horse yet, look. Curious light today though, it's not really sunny, it's not really not sunny, if that makes sense. Okay, so a familiar trooper. Oh, I think instinctively seen the horse. I was going to say Tipper, but no, it's not Tipper because of the blaze. Gosh, let's hope it's a horse that we can identify, everybody. Don't we just hate it when we can't? If I get closer, I'll get the number. But goodness me, it is proper busy, I can tell you that already. Wow. To the front. Like, what on earth? Okay, let's get in for that magic number. One second, folks. Easier said than done on days like today. Oh my goodness me, there's literally nothing there. Just a bunch of squishy little marks. However, this horse looks very familiar. What am I missing, people? Very familiar. Guys, you know who this horse is. I hope you do. I don't want to call it in case I'm wrong, but it looks like they've either removed the hoof print or there isn't one, because that's a very clear picture and there's no number. How peculiar. Let's zoom in a little bit closer. Okay, there is. Where the light was shining on the hoof. I need to be on the other side, in other words, slightly to the left of the hoof. At the moment, we're getting too much sunlight. Okay, on the other horse at the other end. Oh, we've got two horses with blazes today. Wait, I'll pop up to the other one in a minute. Those aren't short. Look at the socks. 3.1 socks. Smiles all round. I really want to lean in 1 second closer to the hoof. The horse moves its feet, meaning that the light is hidden from the other hoof. I'll be able to get it. Right now it's like taking a picture of a mirror. It's super worn actually. I'm pretty sure this horse just come back from Melton. The hoof is super worn. I think I'm going to defer to you guys. I mean, instinctively, it's looking massively to me like a wombat. But I don't want to confirm. If any of you know exactly which horse it is, before I actually post it in the comments, please go ahead and let us know. I'm pretty sure it's Wombat. That's a horse we have seen here before. Wait, let's have a look at the other end. If I get a good image at this end, etc., of the hoof, then that's a good starting point. Why is it a good starting point? For two reasons. One, having the hoof number means that I know which of the three troops, 1 troop, 2 troop, 3 troop. If I know which troop the horse is from, then there's a good, not even a possibility, a probability that the second one is in the same troop. Oh my goodness me, look at the size of those massive fluffy socks. Flipping enormous now. Like really. 1 second, folks. Quite for a moment while I'm just looking at this list. Oh, interesting, one of the numbers on the hoof is upside down. Now I wonder actually if these are ones that have been at Melton since way before the list was even put together. For two reasons. If that number's correct, I'm not 100% sure it is actually. Hold on a second, guys. I've just realised pennies dropped. The hoof number has been imprinted upside down on the hoof. In other words, to read it, you need to be sitting where the guard is looking down at the hoof, if that makes sense. It's actually upside down, but it is, I know which number it is, Indiana. I wonder why Indiana's print, hoof number print is upside down. Yeah, it's absolutely 100% upside down. Right, into the yard. So if Indiana is in troop, wait. Indiana is in 1 troop. Oh. I heard some doors close then, quite heavily, and the guards stomped. No idea. Very curious. Oh, troopers on the move on the other side. He's got the sun. Yeah, definitely 1 troop. But then Wombat isn't in 1 troop. God knows. I'll have to wait on the other ID. So Indiana plus we'll see. Familiar face here this morning. Very familiar face. And no, I'm not referring to the lady with the bags. Oh, I thought the trooper was going to take the chain down. Apparently not. He did pause there, hoping he would remove the chain. They typically do for the civilian staff that work here, but I'm not sure. It's sort of, oops. Now, a lot of you really like Indiana. I remember last time the super nice comments. Very passive horse though, so it's very unlikely that anyone's going to get any of their limbs mercilessly ripped off by this horse. I can tell you that. Lots of people here as well. It's like a club reunion of all of the regulars here on a busy Friday in the sunshine. All good? Good lord. Lots and lots of people filming and streaming, everybody. So many that I'm going to stand to one side because otherwise I will not be able to speak during the video. A lot of you will recognise the guard here. Karen Slayer, as she's referred to in the regiment. And that giant horse. Yeah, it looks quite majestic. The hulk actually of Indiana is completely ridiculous. Never noticed it so much. I really pity anyone that grabs the reins this morning. That's it, bro. Oh, you've got some flowers for me. It's very thoughtful. Yellow's not really my colour though, to be honest. That's the only problem. This being my first day back since the day before yesterday. Day before yesterday being, of course, Valentine's Day. I hope it went well, people. Indiana, yes, that's right. We know it's you, beautiful. Trying rather to not get Bro's head in the picture. It's okay. I mean, it's not as if I've actually got a camera in my hand. I can understand how people don't realise it, to be fair. Luckily, almost everyone decided to come to this side of the horse right now. I say luckily, I mean luckily, because this side isn't directly in the sunshine. Now, curiously, the other horse might well escape an ID until the comments. Why? Because they've got a changeover in just 10 minutes from now, would you believe? I've barely just arrived, and that's barely time to change. There is a trooper looking over at his colleague who just came out to the front, sword glinting. Look, little nod, the troop in the distance. No gesture to come over from either of the troopers, so the gatesman walked straight back through the front gate. The sound is the gatesman at the back of the box. Really looks like I'm filming the summer, guys, doesn't it? Already, to be honest with you. Mid-February. I was expecting it to be like this at Easter. Indiana, look. A lot of you have remarked that the horses seem to know when I even say their name, and I'm starting to believe that. I'm not sure why. It's a little bit disconcerting when they stare at me like that. I'm not sure what to do, whether to move away because they want to charge at me, or whether they're simply curious. I'm kind of tempted to go inside for the change, but I'm reasonably certain there's going to be quite a bit of toing and froing out the front here. What do you think, people? I'm trying to guess the best spot. Actually, you know what? I'll stay here. Let's see which horse comes out to replace Indiana, then we'll go back to the other end. The jam in the yard is interesting, but I'm not really sure. No, they wouldn't actually change over the gatesman and trisman yet. They just did it. Oops. People that are moving away are right to do so, because Indiana's probably about 17, 17.2. However, the horse is really, really, really bulky. Oh, tip of the hat. I'm going to zoom around for a second, guys, because I've spotted something no one else has spotted yet. And we're going to be in pole prime position. Look. Clippy cloppy magnificence. Ha. Nice. Oh, another tip of the hat. He would be an old soldier. Possibly HCAV, possibly not. Love to see that though, in fact. Tip of the hat out of respect. Brilliant. It's 7 minutes to, so shortly they're going to start telling everybody to get behind the white line or get behind the bollards, etc. The yard isn't rammed, however, wait, some people when they get in the video they're waving at the video. I'm not sure how or why, but welcome to the video, folks. Panning along the line. Busy, very busy actually, exceedingly busy. I will find out if I can speak to the couple during the video. I'm guessing, I'm hoping regular viewers. Watch those police, they're going to tell everybody to get behind the bollards momentarily. Okay, I changed size just in time, I think. Oh wow, that's a great picture they've got with the horse looking directly at the camera and directly at our camera. Oh, a little salute for the trooper. Top man. Look at that. Well done. Now, please don't run through the box, chap. I thought that lady was going to shove him out the way. It's not his mum, by the way. It's a random impatient tourist. Got a bit of sun, guys, unfortunately. See that beam of sun across the lens? Yikes, I hate it when that happens. I'm going to have to figure out a way of strapping a standard UV lens onto the camera on the phone before we start getting to the serious sunny periods. That way I can go around completely not caring less about what happens with the sunshine. Because right now it's a flipping pain that I have to keep bearing it in mind every spot I film from. I think that's a pretty good spot actually. I'm looking for a panoramic shot of the changeover. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, it's annoying I can't open the gallery and look through manually because this is an easy match. That blaze. Oh, she's back. When it's everybody gets told to move back. A little breezy, guys. I hope it's not affecting the sound. Lots of people behind me speaking Mandarin again. Oh, in fact, here's the lady that was behind me. Nervous. Sweet. Okay, troopers out. Telling everybody. Oh, actually, folks, I wish I'd been in the yard for this. The trooper that they've got doing crowd control is an absolutely take no prisoners kind of fellow. Like really take no prisoners kind of fellow. There he is, look, walking back over now. I like that trooper. We might, if we're lucky, get to see him in the box a bit later. He's both, he's boxman and occasional shitsman. People don't start to listen in a minute, so the police tell him to get back. They get some tears. Even the troopers look eyeballing. It's like, excuse me. This little dude. How brave is he next to that massive horse? Oh. Just grabbed the little brother, luckily. Yep, don't worry about the camera, bro. Oh wow, what a top man. He's explaining to the girl.
What'd you say?
Amazing. How's about that, eh? What a top man. Explaining to the girl what's going to happen and that she should get back behind the bullards with her mum. Brilliant. See, it's not all naughty tourists in large groups getting thrown out. unceremoniously by the police for being disrespectful. There's a lot of goodness we see here, a lot of kindness. Oh, there's somebody in the horse box. You see this? Somebody just, look. Officers like, get out. Somebody just went into the horse box. Look, this lady. Could you imagine? Like, what? Why would you do that? Did they shout at you for going in the horse box?
Yes.
Oh, naughty. Oops. Oh, she's gone. She look bashed, marched off. She's upset. That's the first time that I actually remember anyone being shouted at to get out of the box from behind during the guard change. I mean, there's a shortcut and there's overt stupidity. Goodness me. And the defence was, I'm not sure if the microphone picked it up, we weren't even close. That's what she said. How bizarre. See how alert the officers need to be though. Look, even now. Look, everybody, get back. Too many people. Too much of a squash in the yard. They've got a fourth officer around the corner, 4 officers on duty.
Outside the bollards, guys.
What we do without the majestic bollards, everybody? I have no idea. Bollards like a demarcation line, like a Maginot line. Here are horse guards. And Dan, I can't wait to go to the stables. What are coming out of the box? Oh, hold on, look. See? Officer again. Ah, that's sunshine. We would occasionally get this on the busiest of summer days, folks. We're in February. Who knows what June, July and August are going to be like this year. At this rate they're going to need 50 officers to police this lot. Okay, let me get my little horse list ready. Oh, it's a sort of blaze day today. This horse coming out now on the left has got a blaze. I can't see the one on my side yet. Gatesman, let's focus. Oh, we've got a single small star on this horse. Okay, goodbye to you, unknown beauty. No, even the horse walking right in front of me. I can't read the hoof number. So in the unknown box for the moment, folks, until the hoof is re-stamped, or horse at this end is not a happy bunny. Look. Oh, doesn't want to go in the box. Interesting. Sorry for the sunlight, guys. Not much I can do about that. Let's zoom in at the other end. Make sure this horse is all right. Massive crowd of people here. So it might just be that the horse got a teeny bit startled by how many people there are. Let's have a look. Corporal of horse is already out to deal with it. This is a big one as well, really, really big horse, massive horse. I'll try, folks, if I can, to get the hoof number. Just hope this horse doesn't freak out with the amount of people that are coming through the gate, because that's going to be a problem. Because there's nowhere for them to run at all. Yikes. He's really foaming as well at the mouth. Okay, I'll worry about the name in a minute. Let's just focus on what's happening here, because it is absolutely rammed. Like, what on earth?
Ó o rapaz aí, Mauro. Ó o rapaz aí.
Telling him to move out of the way, for what reason?
Vai.
Very foamy. Also throwing its head up, the foam's going all over the place. Look. It's like he ate some Coca-Cola sweets or something like that. Look, even the police horses are in a log jam of people. Look, at the front gate. Look at this. sea of curious tourists. Right, we've got a spare 10 seconds, I think, maybe to get that print number on the hoof. Let's see. Right, got the number. One moment. Oh, it's a new one, everybody. We've got a new beauty here that we haven't seen before ever. First time. This horse, get ready for it, is oh yeah, I've got too many people listening to me. I'll tell you in a minute when I'm away. Got people plagiarising my horse list. It's a new one. That's what I'm going to say. I've got the name. And it is a giant horse, okay? Look how close the trooper's plume is to the top of the box. It's less than 2 feet from the top of the box. So that means this horse is 17.3. Looks like it's not, but it looks very much like, we know it's not Q10 because Q10 hasn't got a blaze. But this is the biggest horse from the Blues we've seen in some time. One of those really majestic, important looking horses. If he has a meltdown, wow. Let's just hope he doesn't. Super foamy, no? The mouth. Look at this. The foam is going all over the place. They look on the floor. Horsey foam. Oh, don't touch the reins. So the trooper, naughty boy. Always the way. Always a naughty one. Am I John? I am, but I'm in the middle of a video. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, he's a bit restless actually. I'm not sure why he's restless, this horse, but he's definitely restless. I will whisper actually the horse's name to the tourists in a minute. That might well explain actually why the other one, who looked familiar, might not actually be familiar. I think I might have mistaken the other horse earlier on, the nameless one, for another horse. But now we've got a couple of, at least a couple. If they bought this new one, they'll have a couple more. Let me see which trooper, which troop this horse is from. It's from Troop. It's from 2 Troop. Foam, foam, foam. A lot of people behind, but they're not going up close because that foam that's being thrown everywhere. I don't think anyone really wants to get covered in horsey saliva and foam. Look at it. Gosh, I would run so fast if this horse came toward me. Just for reference, guys, in terms of the markings, got the slightest of markings, little socks on the front left. Obviously, the distinctive blaze. Well done for trying. Oh, somebody just dropped their headphones on the floor in front of me. She got them. That's what we're dealing with. It's a new horse. This horse has never been here before. Really, really, really good looking horse though, isn't it? Hmm? Yeah.
I would have run this.
To be honest, if it runs, someone's definitely getting trampled.
It's probably about 5-6 years.
Yeah, very curious. Cute. There's so much froth and I think people are worried about getting dirty though with all this.
He's probably had teeth.
Super frothy.
Yeah, he's been to the dentist.
Either that or McDonald's. That's looking like a vanilla milkshake to me.
It's a Manx.
All the tourists feeding Mentos. Folks, I'm not thinking really about changing this channel to a hairdressing channel, but I might if the theme continues. Oh. have we got a new nipper? Let's see. No one's got close enough yet to really test the horse, or rather to be tested by the horse. Yeah, certainly a young one. Gosh, keeps dropping foam at that rate. He's going to end up needing a saline drip. Dehydrated horse. Move back to the bit. Back and around. Okay, folks. So many people filming. It's actually pretty difficult to be narrating. Okay, so the horse, new horse. Get ready for it. And Americans rejoice. Horse is called Yosemite. Okay, that horse is called Yosemite. An absolutely beautiful horse in the sort of mold of Q10 and so many of those other majestic, fluffy-looking horses. Now, the one at this end, again, I can't get close enough to get the hoof number yet. I will in a minute. Very much an indigo-looking, sort of important look. Hello, good morning. Majestic. The trooper on this horse, a lot of you will not recognise. Why? Because he's had his tash shaved off. It happened a good few weeks ago when he was last here on duty. That tash man, as we used to call him, is no longer. We're now detash man. One second, I think there is a spot, just a small spot, so maybe squeeze in and get a picture of the hoof. At least that we've got confirmed IDs on 3 of the 4 horses from this morning. Let's see. 1 second. See if I can pick it up 1 minute. Okay, right in front. I think I've got it visually anyway. Wait. Oh goodness me, if only the other one prior to this horse has such a clear hoof number. It's crystal clear. They could have actually stamped it this morning, it's so clear. Right, 1 second, it's... Ah! She's always looking at the camera like, what do you mean it's? You know who I am. John. Don't be cheeky. It's Lyric, guys, this horse. Lyric, the mare. Very curious mare. Right, let me add these into the diary. So Yosemite on the other end and then Lyric. Yosemite will be the focus, I think, though, for this morning, simply because it's such a beautiful horse. And the horse is new. So we had Indiana and plus unknown. 1 moment. A question mark for that one until one of you can confirm in the comments. So Indiana plus to be confirmed prior to these two, and at the moment we've got Yosemite at the other end. Oh, don't touch the reins there at the end. Yosemite and then Lyric we're looking at now. Very elegant horse, this small horse. I would say 16 hands tops. I mean, okay, yes, that's not small per se, but comparatively, in HCAV terms, that's a small horse. Right, back we go. Trying to avoid that sunshine. And let me see if I can find the lovely lady who wanted to try and speak to me. Apologies if you're watching this video for me not being able to speak to you. But as you can see, I was in the middle of shooting the video. Oops, sorry. 1 second. Yeah, it's been unfortunate. In fact, the tourists that waved when they were on the line, I think they've left. I can't see them. It's a pity because I always like to say hello to people that watch the channel or have travelled to horse guards and come and say hello. It's super awkward though because I can't have an in-depth conversation whilst also trying to look up the horse numbers, holding the phone in the other hand to look at the list and trying to give a reasonably coherent narration. So it's problematic. So please don't be upset, folks, if any of you ever come to try and say hello and I can't have a chat because I'm in the middle of a video. Oh, nice little queue. Take your time, boys. I love the way this transcends anything, though, in terms of, religion, politics, ethnicity, race, whatever. People just like the fact that there is a spectacle here, and they can take a picture of it and remember their time in London. No different to some of the other very iconic locations. The difference here is you get a sense of life. You've got a trooper, somebody in a ceremonial uniform, as well as the architecture. Yes, Buckingham Palace is very similar, but I would take this place hands down every time. It's filming here and not there. Uh-oh. Always some curious people that might decide to... What's the word I'm looking for? Snoop? There we are. The trooper gives a little look to his right. It's pretty obvious that, hey, you can't go in there, it's closed. Okay, I think they got the message, they're not going to go in. It says before they run into the archway. Super curious. My friend's filming from behind, so I don't need to film them for the moment. My friend's filming from behind, so if they did decide to transgress into the archway, it'll be on his channel. Let's see. Oh, there we are. I told you guys. I knew it was coming. Yep. See? It's not my sort of sixth horse guard sense. You can just tell. If people are lingering too much on that line of cobbles between the yard and the archway, they're gonna step over, aren't they? It's pretty much inevitable. Anyway, there we are. That was a given. I didn't want to assume, but it was kind of obvious. We just knew, no? We just knew. Okay, on the other side now. I will be spending the majority of the end of the video, folks, with Yosemite at the front. I have no idea who might or might not try to go in here. However, at least they've put the chain back up. That's the key thing. That chain in front of the entrance to the stables to keep the peasantry out. Oh, hold on, wait. People are smiling at me. I don't know what to do. If I get into a conversation in the middle of the video, it's going to be problematic. Oh goodness, what do we do, folks? I think it's going to have to be Yosemite time, isn't it? Simply because everybody's getting covered in okay. That's a real... It's almost an entire vanilla milkshake on the floor. Giant horse. Look at the thickness of the horse's neck. It's absolutely massive. I should have called this horse the Rock. Tourists are enamoured, like, very much. And rightly so. He's a beauty. Oh, I added a little bit more marking to his legs. Look, his own saliva has made a little patch on his leg. I've never actually seen, folks, that much of a mess in front of any horse here ever. Now, I'm assuming it's just because the horse is playing with the bit. Tell me, equestrians, is that perfectly normal? have that much saliva all over the place. You know, he's really sort of chomping on that. What is it called? A roller? I think some of you said before it's called a roller. Oh, hello, beautiful. Yeah, the roller. If it is a new horse, I don't know if it's new. Well, it's not brand new to the regiment. My regimental list is not. How do we say it? It hasn't been constructed in the last week. It's been constructed over months. So potentially this horse could have been on the list 6 months ago, even a year ago. When I say new to here, I've never personally filmed this horse here at Horseguards. The number's very clear. It's not a mistake in any way, and 100% it's Yosemite. I'll move in a second when there's a bit more space. Oh, nice one. He's a big boy, but he's shy, isn't he? A little bit shy, this horse. Whew. It's nice to actually take a breath. We're worrying about the 50 people that are standing right next to me. It's a bit awkward sometimes, folks, because obviously people are realizing sometimes that I'm making a video, just as other people are thinking that I'm talking to them whilst I'm making the video because I'm speaking, but they don't realize that it's into the camera. So sometimes I've got about 10 plus people look at me, almost expecting me to start a conversation with them. It's incredibly awkward here sometimes, it really is. But hey, it's fun. Oh. The officers have actually pulled one gate pretty much closed behind me to funnel everybody through the middle. Very solid numbers here this morning, look. And we'll push chairs behind me. But this horse always eyeballs us every time we're here and she's here. Such an elegant horse, this one of my favourites, guys. I don't normally pop out random favourites, but I've got a soft spot for Ormond, obviously. This one's just so elegant. She always notices me. I always notice that she always notices me. I'm never sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. That is the view that everybody tries to get, folks. They try to stick their camera around the corner and get a snap of the guard. It's unfortunate that it was the little girl that got shouted at, and not the parents, but not shouted at, but told to move back. I wouldn't say that the guard shouted at her. I mean, he raised his voice, which, given the circumstances of how long they were standing there, I think was perfectly reasonable. Right, let's see if we can get that spot in front of amazing Yosemite. Here we are. Okay, got it. Good spot. It really is a big mess. Look at it. I haven't seen that much sticky white stuff since my 18th birthday, guys. When we went out for milkshakes. Look, it's tossing the foam all over the place. Not the best photographic opportunity for this. It's tossing all over her. In fact, the horse has tossed the foam into its own forelock and into the mane. I'm definitely not getting close no matter what. I think it's because it's a new horse, it's really rolling the bit a lot. That's why there's so much spit. I've never seen this much though, to be honest. I mean, anyone that gets close is going to get covered in it. Yeah, it's just nervous, really nervous horse. Yes, we know you're nervous, horsey, don't worry. You'll get the hang of it. Good lord, one of the troopers is going to have to wash and condition the forelock. It's really, 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 really covered in foam. Oh, she almost got a perfect photo opportunity with the trooper marching behind, look. Where's he going next? That's the key. Where is he going next? I think he's going to turn nowhere. Straight back in. Everyone waiting for an opportunity to get a photo. Ah! An old favourite has returned. Look, one of the single finest tour guides here at Horseguards. Look. Look. He's using his stick. And a wave. He's using his stick to keep his group back. What a top man, eh? You know, they are his paying customers. As you saw, he's like, peasants, get back. Stay out of the way of the trooper. Been a good while since we've seen him. He's a former army officer, guys. He's the most knowledgeable of all of the tour guides that works here, and he's a thoroughly lovely chap. Uh-oh. Wait, I thought I was going to wheel the pushchair in. Uh-oh, don't do it, chap. That is like just on the boundary of getting screamed at, and it will destroy the picture. I really hope he doesn't wheel his pushchair backward. Curiosity killed the cat, folks, remember? Notice as well, folks, he's got such a good voice, such a strong voice, that he can speak without a microphone, without screaming, and without having to have a small group, because he can reach even the people that are speaking in the back. It's a great thing to see now. Look, and they're all intently watching. Half the time the tourist groups are just like, oh, okay, whatever. Him, totally different ball game. I don't and won't ever, as you know, guys, I've said this before, sort of advertise any particular tour guide over another. I don't drop the tour guide's Instagrams or other details into my videos for two reasons. One, I'm here to document what happens at horseguards, not to publicise anyone else's business. And two, I don't want to give any signs of favouritism, because you know what? Who am I to be saying that one is better than the other? All I'm saying is that that chap is exceedingly knowledgeable and very pleasant. So you'll have to find him yourself if you want him to be your tour guide when you visit London. Bing bong. Wait, actually, if we got the bing bong now, that means that the trooper did his rounds early. Unless I'm missing something. 1 second. I don't think we're going to have any problems on that side. I'll go back to the front. It's exactly 12:30, so he did his rounds about 5 minutes early. No idea why. Right. You can see the tourist season is getting back into full swing. The tour guides are out, treading the streets of London, making money, and good luck to them. We know it's going to be crazy by Easter. It's not raining, guys. That's a tour group's umbrella. Spanish group. Right, let's get back and try and finish today's episode of Welcome to Horseguards with the utterly magnificent, if slightly foamy mouthed. Oh, there's a spot. Yosemite. There's really not much chance of the tourists getting super close today because they're scared of getting covered in saliva, and to be honest, I can understand it. Look at the mess that he's made, look. I think I'm actually going to have to hose the horse down in the yard at the back, covered, face, forelock, mane, everything is covered. The only thing which isn't covered is luckily, the guard's cloak. Why luckily? Because I mean that would really show up. So back to tomorrow, this issue of the protest. There's a march from, I believe, either Marble Arch or Hyde Park Corner to the Israeli embassy on Kensington High Street. That is problematic, folks, because that's going to go right along where I normally travel from South Kent out toward Hyde Park on the way here. So I'm going to have to think about if it's better to try and go around that tomorrow, get here early and film, or indeed whether to cover it. What do we think, people? Let me know in the comments. Would you like me to head straight to Horseguards early tomorrow? It will be a very, very busy day. Bear in mind it's the last weekend before the holidays end. So I think it might be sensible to get here early, completely skip the protest. I could always take a taxi back from here, actually thinking about it afterward, to completely go around and miss the protest. Go along the river. It's like, yes. I'm quite intrigued to see whether they put this horse back on tomorrow. I mean, he's been a good boy, hasn't he? Clearly very, very nervous and shy, which is kind of cute because the other horse is enormous. Guard doesn't seem concerned, so to me that says that this is normal behaviour for the horse, getting used to that rolling bit. there it is. I can see it. Look here. He's playing about with it with his tongue. Chompy, chompy. Oh, good lord, look at this. Just when we think it's going to be sort of a quiet-ish day, it goes all the way back toward Downing Street. It's okay. Crazy. Just hope she doesn't put a flag up. Oh, group shot. I can't even see who's got the camera. Group shot at horse guards without a horse or a guard in it. Pretty smart. That way they can tell everyone they went to either the Kremlin or somewhere else. Brave Tory's going to get the coat covered in saliva if you're not careful. People almost walking into the camera. Oh wow. Right, the guard is coming out. Final rounds in today's video. He hasn't yet actually come over to this side that I remember. But there's always the first time. Oh, great, obviously he decided to go to the other side. Somebody on their knees in front of me, guys. And sadly, much as I don't occasionally have a problem with someone on their knees in front of me, it's not Valentine's Day today. Oops. Oh, he's getting a little restless again. It's all good, Horsey, don't worry. Really hoping the guard doesn't come over this way. It's not going to get through. Okay, good. Straight back in. I don't understand how some people spot it the camera instantly, others are completely oblivious though it doesn't even exist. I mean, a guy holding a gimbal on a pole, it shouldn't be terribly difficult to figure out that, you know, there is a purpose.
Good to see you, chap.
Oh yes, you too, welcome back.
Yeah, exactly.
You too. That's the tour guide guys from earlier. Being naughty?
Yeah.
Naughtier than Monday or Wednesday?
Basically, they are dismayed and they confront them because they are on the line already.
Uh-huh.
They want the artists already. So the guard said, "Stay back, use the artists."
Just another day here, eh? There's a huge group arrived at the front that are going to be a problem as well. So the officers already spotted them.
They're staring.
Yes. Yep, exactly. Okay, so apparently, folks, there was a little bit of a problem in the yard just now. A naughty group. Again, I can't be in all places at the same time, but the important thing is that I can be in one place at a time into this video. There might be a part 2. I'm still kind of on the fence. The trouble is, just like on Wednesday, you think you've finished, and then you think, actually, you know what? I'll shoot a bit more. And look what happened on Wednesday. Probably the most dramatic day in terms of a very large group being thrown out. Will that happen today? No idea. If there's a part 2, I'll let you know. Back soon.